Hey witches, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I'm doing a video about working on your finances and all the different charms and talismans, spells and rituals and stuff that you can do. Now I'm not going to cover them all because there is hundreds if not thousands of different ways that you can do this. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have personally done. Now, if you are part of the TikTok Witch Talk community, I'm sure at one point or another you have seen videos for manifestation, and even that video that's going around with the guy chanting, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, and every time it ching, money comes to me. It comes in so abundantly from the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. That is a really good mantra, and that really does bring in money. The very first day that I tried that mantra and actually put the energy and the effort into it, I had like almost $100 of unexpected cash just show up. So you know, I am a believer of that, and with more and more people throughout TikTok and other social media putting that energy into it, that is now creating that life force for this mantra to actually come through and help us all. But even if you're not comfortable memorizing mantras to chant, or you want to come up with your own thing, magic is yours, make it yours. And so today I'm just going to show you, like I said, a few things that I do, especially when it comes to manifestation. Now, I just recently started utilizing this manifestation technique in my practices, probably within the last 2 or 3 years, and it is amazing how well this works. Now, don't think of manifestation as a get-rich scheme type of a situation, because that is not what this is at all. The universe is not your personal ATM where you could just walk up to it and say, hey, I need XYZ, now give it to me. That's, you've got to put some work into this. You've got to drag yourself through the mud. You've got to do all these different things. And so, with that being said, bay leaves. Now, I buy huge quantities of bay leaves. This comes from a Santa Paula brujeria, you know, whatever kind of, whatever you want to call tradition. Now, I know that like voodoo and stuff like that also burn bay leaf, but I learned this from a Hispanic practitioner. And you take one bay leaf, well, actually you take as many as you need, but you take a bay leaf and you write on it with a pencil. I like to go to the Dollar Tree and get these gold and silver markers, and they're metallic markers. You get them, like I said, at the Dollar Tree. I use gold and silver for representing money. It also represents the god and goddess and all that other stuff, and we'll get into color magic in another video or whatever, or representational magic, I should say, in a different video. But you know, you can use it for daytime, nighttime, gold of the sun, silver of the moon, gold, actual gold, or silver. So I like to choose one of these, and it's usually whatever color I'm drawn to that day is the color that I go with. I don't always automatically reach for the gold. I don't automatically reach for the silver. I have a whole little up of different pins and stuff. I just reach over and whatever one I grab that day, that's the one that I was drawn to. So you just take that though, and you can even do it with pencil. You don't have to do it with any kind of special marker. Again, this is what I do for myself. But you can take a pencil and just carefully write on the leaf. Now, these leaves are extremely crunchy and very, very dry and very, very brittle. Like, so you would just take one, and even if you don't actually make the marks on the leaf itself, just going through the motions of putting the pen or the pencil or the marker and actually writing, like putting the motion into physically touching, like, pen to paper, putting that information on there. So you would put, like, if you needed money for, say, your electric bill, but electric bill. And then what I like to do is I take something that I can hold this with. So I have like a little pair of tweezers, and I will hold it up to my third eye, and I will meditate on that money coming into my life, having all the money that I need to cover that bill, and then I will set it on fire. And I have this little cauldron right here that's filled with ashes and stuff that this is a dual purpose cauldron also. Like, I fill it full of ashes, then I take those ashes, I bless and consecrate them, and then I mix it in to make black salt. I'll do another video on that if you guys want. But anyways, so with lighting these, I found that if it burns up like quick, fast, and in a hurry, your intention or your spell or whatever you're trying to manifest is going to come to you quicker. But if you have to light it like 2 or 3 times, each time you light it can be seen in terms of days, weeks, months. It could even go as far as years, depending on what you are trying to manifest. So, like, say you're trying to manifest yourself a new home, and you have to light it 7 or 8 times. That could be 7 or 8 years before you get a new home. I light my bay leaves daily as a ritual. I use them for everything from manifesting good health and fortune and prosperity for my friends, family, and tribe, to just trying to bring about a change within my community. Because if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of hate going on out there right now, and so I just try to manifest things for people in my life. A girlfriend of mine just had a surgery done, and I've been trying to manifest good, positive energies and healing energies. And part of my daily mantra when I'm going through and burning my leaves is that every day she grows happy, healthy, and returns more to herself before she needed the surgery, and that she's able to get back on her feet and do the things that she really loves. So, you can never go wrong with having bay leaves. Plus, I like to cook, so there's times where my cooking cabinet will be out of bay leaves, so I'll just sorry, and take a couple of bay leaves out of one of my jars. But this is it's a baby food jar that I repurposed, that I keep on my desk, and this is what I draw from daily, and then as I need to refill it, I just get one of these and fill it back up. So there's one way to manifest money and things like that. The other way to kind of bring about bringing money into your life, and this is kind of like a roundabout kind of situation, and seems a little counterintuitive, but this is a whole jar full of shredded money. I did not shred this money. You can actually buy decommissioned money, I believe, directly from the treasury, or if you go on like Amazon or eBay, you can find shredded money. This is about $750 or $1,450 that's shredded up, all kinds of different denominations and things like that. Now you're probably thinking, well, why do I want to buy something like this? In my practices and what I use it for is I add it to my spell candles. So one that I actually have close at hand is actually, this is black, but I get my candles at the Dollar Tree, and you can get them in all sorts of colors. Black you can usually only find around Halloween. So when Halloween comes, I stock up on my black candles. Black candles burn for about 4, maybe 5 days. But I get them in black, I get them in green, I get them in white, I get them in blue, purple, whatever colors that they have, and whatever color I happen to be missing on at that time. Some of them have this like weird plastic film, and I don't know why that they put this on there. It just seems counterintuitive and like a huge waste of money, but it's usually colored whatever color that they're doing the candle. I have no idea what it's all about, but you can remove it or choose to keep it on there. But I'll take a little bit of that and I'll sprinkle the shredded money inside the candle part here. I will dress and anoint the candle with money drawing oil, and I have a video on how I made that, or there's tons of other videos that you can check out or whatever to kind of get an idea. But then before I anoint it, I will write all kinds of denominations and things like that on here to just to kind of signify what I'm looking for. I usually start at $50 and work all my way down to like $5,000, and then I will write all the bills and things that I need, starting with the most pressing at the very top, and then work my way down to the very bottom with just different bills. So I'll put like rent, car, travel, whatever I want to draw money in for, and then on the other side I will draw money symbols from all aspects of the world. Like I'll put a dollar sign, I'll put a pound sign, I'll put a rupee sign. You get the idea. So I put all of those on there so that no matter where in the world this extra income is coming from, it comes to me. This is just my own thing. This is something I do for my own manifestation. Magic is yours. Do it how you feel necessary to do it. So that's 2 other ways. The other way that I'll do is I'll just add this directly to like a little cauldron or something and set it on fire. Especially if I'm asking spirit or my ancestors or whatever for money, I will burn money. And there's also heaven and hell notes, which are paper money that is spiritually charged for your ancestors, or working with a spiritual currency. You can make your own ancestor money. I've done it before, and for the love of me, I cannot remember what I did with it. I thought I had everything right here, but so yeah, like I said, heaven and hell notes are ancestral money, but I like to burn actual real money, and I put the intention that this money is going to transfer into the spirit world and basically be like a monetary negotiation for whatever work that I need to have done, or just give money to my ancestors or whatever. And that comes from the Orient belief that the spirits have a monetary system, And so in the Orient, you will see people constantly burning money for their ancestors so that their ancestors can have a good life in the spirit world. Kind of a skew version from our Western thinking of things, or even from a Christian point of view, that once you transcend Earth, you move into this nirvana, heaven, or whatever, and everything is provided for you. And I'm not going to get into all the details of that because I don't want this video to get like super long. The next thing that I have done is, and you may have seen this in my video about utilizing chicken feet in your magic, and this is a wand that I use for money. So I have silver and gold bells to represent money, the green ribbons for money. This is a polymer clay that you can pick up at like Walmart or Michael's and Joann's called Sculptclay. And inside of this clay, you can see all these different bumps and stuff. This is actual shredded money and magical herbs that have been blessed and consecrated with the idea of drawing in money. There are also herbs that that you would use and that kind of represent money. So there's like basil and stuff like that in there. The chicken foot I talked about in my previous video about how to use chicken feet as charms and talismans. And with a chicken, they only scratch things up and they turn things over, and they're constantly scratching up new things. So the idea of this wand is to scratch up new change or new scratch, bring in money. This dollar bill has been consecrated and is utilized directly as another symbol for money. Now, there's a school of thought, and it's one that I subscribe to, that if you use money in your rituals, that money is no longer valid and that's no longer yours. I've seen people that have had altars with thousands of dollars on them, and they're having money issues. But to them, that money that's on that altar is no longer valid currency. It's no longer theirs to use because it has been promised to a god or to a goddess or to a spirit or to an ancestor or whatever they happen to be working with. So that's kind of like giving an offering but then taking the offering back. So whenever I utilize money in my spells and rituals, I try not to ever touch that money again. So a lot of times what I will do is in my offering bowls, I will place change. I usually do a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. And I'll add that into the bowl. And then once that gets really filled up, I will take it to a place like Coinstar and get like a cash denomination for it, and then I'll take that money and I'll give that to charity. Or I will just take that change, and there's a little creek up the road from me, and I'll throw that money into the creek. And it's a way to just give it back and keep it going. But I try to never use the money for myself. And there has been a couple of times that I've had to do so, but I've left another offering in its place. Something else that I do is I created a money jar, and this has all kinds of different symbols for money and symbology that is representative of me and my workings and what I want to have done. And in this jar, I place money. This is for me to put money into and to remove money from. So I will show you just some of the things that are in here. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to take old debit cards Um, this is my old PayPal card. I had a lot of really good, positive experiences with this card. So, in my mind, this is fully charged with all that good energy for money coming in, money going out, all the above. So, what I do with this is I put it in here as a money magnet to draw money into my life. Anytime that I have some extra cash, I just throw it in there. This is kind of like a spiritual savings account. Think of it that way. So whenever I have some cash, I just throw it in there. This is a poppet that I created. It is dark solid green. While I was creating this poppet, I put in all of this intention and energy and thought of money coming into my life. I took some of my own hair and other personal items and I stuck it in there, and that's how I built up the body of this. And then I used magical herbs and stuff like that and kind of just bound it all together, made this little guy, blessed and consecrated it, put my energy into it so that this represents me and that I'm green. The green yarn is money surrounding me. The next couple of things that I have in here is, give me just a second to kind of try to get them all out here. Come on. There we go. So I have my tarot reading business card, and on the back of my appointment scheduling here, it says appointment for bringing in new clients and money. The date and the time, I put the infinity symbol, so that means anytime, any date, and location, my life. I'm drawing this into my life. So this is me drawing that kind of energy in for my tarot readings. The next thing that I have in there is some change, any nickel, quarter, dime. Then I have some cowrie shells, and these cowrie shells, or cowrie, however you want to pronounce them, in Afro-Caribbean and Hispanic witchcraft and stuff like that. These represent money and be utilized as an exchange of money and are a good symbol of wealth and prosperity. So those go in there. This is my original poppet that I had in there, and this is filled with all kinds of just different herbs and spices, personal effects and items. So I keep that in there as well. And then I also, one year, for all my friends and family and a few of my clients, made these little money satchels. It's got money in there, it's got herbs, it's got tokens for blessings, little bells and stuff that are silver and green, silver, and gold. So each one is a little bit different. So I don't know if you can hear that on camera or not, but you shake it and there's money coming through. So I have all these different things in there that represent money. I have bay leaf, or drawing in the money also. I have basil in there, and nutmeg, and I believe cinnamon. I don't know what all is in there right now. So that is my spiritual money jar. And then what I do with this is a couple of times a year, or every so often, I will re-bless this, and I will feed it with sage and money drawing oils and stuff, and then I will sit there and I will concentrate on this, and I will think of all the abundance and all the wealth and prosperity that will be coming into my life. And so this becomes like a spiritual savings account. I add and subtract as I need. The next thing that I have is a money shaker. This has some herbs in it. All around it is painted and inscribed with different sigils and things that represent money. And I have done money drawing oil on it and inside of it. Inside there is a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, a cowrie shell, and some shredded money. And when I'm doing my meditation and chanting that ching ching goes the money tree, I just sit there and think about it and go through the motions of shaking it and saying the ritual and thinking about all the stuff that's going to come into my life, what I need money for, so on and so forth. So that's another monetary drawing technique that I use. And then this is my last one that I utilize. This is money drawing oil that I had turned into a money shaker. There's all kinds of herbs, and there's actual money inside of here, and just stuff to that represents money and brings in money. Symbology here, and then around it I have the Loteria imagery from the Mexican Loteria fortune game, and the Hispanic Loteria fortune game. And each one of these symbols is for blessing and for bringing in money. And so I'll sit there and I'll shake this too, and just like think of all the money and the things that I need to like take care of, financially speaking. And so, you know, that is just some of the things that you can do, and just some of the things that I do. I have an entire workshop of just stuff dedicated to money rituals and bringing in money for my own prosperity. And when I do stuff for clients, there will be sometimes that I make stuff like this up for them depending on what they need. But you know, whatever you decide to do, if you decide to do a spiritual savings jar, if you decide to do a money shaker, if you decide to do a money wand, or if you just decide to burn your bay leaves or whatever, it's up to you. It's your magics, it's your rituals, it's what you connect with the best. So yeah, there you go, guys. I hope this has brought some enlightenment to you, and I hope that this has helped you in some way. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, by all means, please put them in the comment section down below. And if you haven't done so, like and subscribe to this channel, and follow me on social medias. On Facebook, it's Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services. On Twitter, it's Mr. Overon. On Instagram, it's Mr. Overon, and you can always hit up my website, mroveron.com, and on there's all kinds of information about spells, my tarot reading services, spell casting services, and so much more. So thank you guys for watching my videos, and until next time, I will talk to you all later. Bye, witches.